I did a video just recently talking about these articulating arms. So I used the 11-inch articulating arms that I bought, the cheap ones, and I use them for the lights that I've had around. Well, I've upgraded my light to a new softbox to try and get a little bit more even light. But these type of arms, even with the replacement wing nut that I talked about, those aren't able to hold the weight of this new one. I've in the past used these smaller, the Viltrox, the L116 lights. These things are amazing. They allow that you can do both adjustment in brightness and color temp in steps through Kelvin, so that's really nice. This new light is going to be interesting. I'll do a review on that coming up. But what I ended up having to do was to kind of force it to stay where it is at this point. But I was looking online, and like most of you, I wanted to upgrade to a new arm that uses metal. So I went online and I looked, and there's all kinds of what looked to be exactly the same Chinese-made 11-inch articulating arm. So I thought it would be kind of interesting. I ordered 3, and I have each of those in right now. And I'm going to look and do a comparison of these 3 and see if there's really any difference. So they range in price from $19 up to the 20s, and we'll see. Does the $19 one look exactly the same and have the same pieces? Is it all from Alibaba and they all assemble them the same? So I'm curious about that. Hopefully you are too. We'll take a quick look. It's not going to be a long video, but I'm just going to dive into this right now. Oh, and I'm not doing an unboxing video. All right. I'm telling you, across the board, they are exactly the same as far as I can tell. So they probably orders from the same place, and then they just basically silkscreen their own name on. We have the Pengshi, which came in at $30 for this, and this one included the clamp as well. And then I have the Tozo. This is the 11-inch. This one had the clamp as well. So where the Pengshi is $29, this one is $24.99. And then I have the Camvate, which I think is the most popular out of them. This one didn't have the clamp in there. I really don't need the clamp. I've got several of those around, but this came in at just $19.90. But if you were to hold these 3 up, all exactly the same, they are identical in all the different components that are in there. So price-wise, you can order the cheapest that you need and get the same quality as the most expensive. Now, I saw some of these listed up in the 30s. I'll have to look at that really quick and see if I can find it. And it looked like, again, exactly the same unit that was probably bought from somewhere and just being resold on Amazon. So I have links for all the different ones. So if you want to test any of these, that's fine. I'm going to go through and just take the Camvate and maybe one of the others, put it through the tests and see how it does. All right, so right out of the box with this new all metal design, this knob that was breaking on the other ones, this is all aluminum. One of the things I really like is that the locking mechanism for this articulation has teeth. I don't know if you can hear that, but when you lock that down, those teeth mesh together and really do lock that in place. I also like these ball heads, do lock down quite a bit more sturdy than the cheap plastic versions of it. So really impressed with this. Again, I'm probably going to stick with that Camvate. For 20 bucks, I've already got all the clamps that I need, but really going to put this through the paces, doing the new light up here. I'll add that in with the review when I do the light and see how it's doing. But overall, very happy with these for $20. You can't beat it for an 11-inch articulating arm. I didn't measure it yet. Maybe I'll do that really quick because everybody talks about, are they really 11 inches? So let's check really quick. So I did end up measuring it, and if you can see, I don't know if you can tell on here, but we are definitely right at 11, but that's including this 1-inch offset for what normally you won't be using. So it's basically from point to point here, when you're talking from this area to this area, it's about 10 inches. I've seen some up to 13 or even more, but usually when you're getting out that far from the fulcrum point here, that weight and everything, you lose a lot of weight capacity because it's just so far out on that articulating arm. The 11 inch has worked for me. in most cases to be able to put all kinds of things on. Again, I would feel comfortable putting my camera on this, although I've got it on the stand mount. I might try and do it up to the cabinet like I've done everything to get it off the desk, and we'll see how it goes. But overall, super happy. Definitely can recommend this as at least a more solid version of the plastic pieces. We'll put it through the paces and see how it goes. So the big thing is no difference between the three of them. So price wise, buy the cheapest that you can. I'm going to look through and see if there's any cheaper, and I'll add that in here at the end if it is. So hope this answered a question like I always have is, you know, when you're on Amazon, you see three different things and they look exactly the same and they're all different prices. Are they the same? Well, I'm betting in most cases that they're all bought from the same place and then they just market them under their name and charge whatever price they feel appropriate. So yeah, definitely worth checking out these new articulating arms.